Okay, so before we get into this morning's workout, let's get warmed up. So we got 10 jumping jacks, whether it's high impact or low. Once you have done your 10 jacks, we're gonna alternate 10 front lunges. Keep the step nice and small. We're just getting hips, knees, ankles warmed up, ready to rock and roll for today. Keeping a tall posture, abs are tight, eyes are up. Once you have done 5 left, 5 right, we're gonna do leg swings front and back. Feel free to hold on to something for balance if you need to. We're just gonna get those hips a little bit more warmed up. Swing arm to opposite leg. Find a focal point for the eyes that will help with your balance. And just keep your core nice and tight. Once you have done 10 swings on each leg, come down onto your floor, high plank or push-up position. So we're on our hands, we're on our toes. Take one foot, step it nice and wide to the same hand. Take that hand, open up towards your ceiling. Set that foot back, same thing on the other side. Eyes follow the hand up. And I want you to take an extra second or two to really get into that hip, chest, and shoulder. Once you have done 10, so 5 left, 5 right, stay down in the plank position. And we'll finish off with either 10 plank toe taps or 10 plank jacks. So either jump or step the feet out to the side. And then we are gonna rock and roll. We're gonna start with the bent over row for the backs. We're gonna need 2 dumbbells. And with the row, you've got 3 options with your hand positions. You can go a narrow row, so the palms are facing each other, or you can twist it up. So palms face the legs, twist it up, twist it down, kind of falls in the middle, or you can go wide with those elbows, which will be your more challenging version. 40 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We've got 8 moves. A couple of them are left and a right side. So we're gonna run through the whole circuit 3 times, starting with the rows. Rows and then squats. That way you know where you're going. So, 2 dumbbells for me, guys. Pick a hand position, wide, twisting, or narrow. Here we go. Soften the knees, push the hips back. So that narrow row will be your easiest version. Think chest out, shoulder blades together. If you want to take it up a notch, add a bit of a twist. If you want to take it up another notch, drive those elbows up and wide. So you got 3 options. Always start with the hardest version for you and then make it easier as you go. 10 seconds left. We'll have 10 seconds to get set up with the squats. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Good, shake it out. Whether you use the same weight, go up, go down, whatever you need, but we got squats next, weights down by your sides. You ready? Shoulders down and back. Grab a seat, stand tall. Eyes up, chest up. We already said eyes, abs are tight. And again, as you sit back, right, we're pushing those hips back, we're keeping those shoulders up. Eyes are up, so try not to look down at your feet. We got about 15 seconds left here, and then we need 1 dumbbell. We're going to do a 1-arm dumbbell snatch. So we'll do all left, all right, or whatever side you want to start on. In 5, 4, 3, 2. So 1 weight. So remember, the snatch is 1 fluid motion from floor to ceiling. Grab a seat, zip up that coat. We're gonna draw that elbow down, punch that ceiling right away. So there's no stopping at the shoulder like there is when we do the clean to overhead press. The key is to keep the weight close to the body. So what I don't want is this. We're not moving the arm out. We're zipping up that coat, driving that elbow down, and punching that weight up to the ceiling. 10 seconds, guys. We're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. In 4, 3, 2. Good, keep the same weight from left to right. Don't switch weights. You can make weight changes for round 2. All right, you ready? Zip up that coat, punch the ceiling. Eyes are up. Sit those hips back. Use the momentum of getting out of the squat to get your weight overhead. Getting that bicep to ear at the top. Nice big full range of motion with that arm. We got 15 seconds. We're gonna need 2 dumbbells. We got those man makers next, which is basically a fancy burpee. So 2 dumbbells, because we're gonna come down on the floor. 1 push-up, 1 renegade row left, 1 renegade row on the right. We then stand up with the dumbbells, bringing them overhead. All right, there's a lot of working pieces. Weights come down, jumper step the feet back. 1 push-up, renegade row, jumper step the feet in. Eyes up, and then punch the weight overhead. Rinse and repeat. Now you can make this easier. Put your dumbbells onto a staircase or onto a coffee table. As long as they are stable and they're not going to slide, you can elevate the hands to make this easier. Take your time with it. Don't rush. We got 5 seconds left. And then we're going to move on, staying on the floor. Just stay down. Now, if you can add a dumbbell for this double crunch, I want you to do that. So the weight is between the hands. Feet are up. We're gonna come into our ball and then release. So we're gonna bring the dumbbell towards our ankles, driving that belly button down into the floor, using those abs to lift the shoulders and tuck the knees in. Hold for a second, hold that contraction, then release. Nice work, guys. Tricep kickbacks are coming up next. We're gonna do a left side and a right side, so we need 1 dumbbell. There it is, come on up. Now, I'm gonna show you a couple of options, one with the chair if you would like. So option 1, knees soft, hips back, glue that arm, kick it back and forth. Now, if you want a little bit more upper body support, put your hand down. Use the chair, we've got it pulled out. So this just gives your upper body a bit more support. It's the only difference, so one option or the other. The key is that we keep that shoulder still, we glue that arm, and my elbow's like a pendulum, just kicking the weight back and forth. 10 seconds, guys. Same thing, other side. And then we're gonna move on to our 2-handed swings. In 4, 3, 2, good. 1 dumbbell or 2. That's not true. 1 dumbbell. We're doing the other side. Oh, it's a Monday. Knees soft, hips back. Glue that arm. Here we go. Take it back and forth. 2-handed swings are next, guys. If you have a kettlebell, feel free to use it. You don't have to use a dumbbell. Especially if you need to use heavier weights, so bigger dumbbells are more of a challenge to hold on to for the swings. Good. I find with the dumbbell, 25 is about my max that's comfortable to hold on to, that I feel like I'm not gonna let go. So if you find that you need heavier than a 25-pound dumbbell, you may need to invest in a 30-pound kettlebell. Good. All right. Time to swing. So, hips are soft, push them back, eyes are up, hike pass, swing through. Remember, the arms are along for the ride. We're using the momentum from getting out of that deadlift position to move the weight. Keep those abs nice and tight to support the back. Shoulders down and relaxed. And then once we're done our swings, we're gonna do our seated overhead press. So we're gonna find our chair with 2 dumbbells. dumbbells. We're gonna grab a seat. So sitting on the edge of your chair, hands at the shoulders, we're gonna press all the way up and then all the way back down. So tall posture, we're not sitting back on the chair, relaxing. Abs are nice and tight. Getting those biceps to ears. If you need to make it easier, you can alternate left and right. Drop down to a lighter weight. Nice work, guys. 10 seconds. We're back to the top, starting with our bent over row for the back. So make any weight adjustments if you need to. 4, 3, 2, good. All right, we got our rows. You may find as you get more warmed up, maybe you can go a little bit heavier. Knees are soft, push those hips back. Remember, you've got the narrow row, which is your easiest. You can twist it up if you want a bit more of a challenge. Or drive those elbows up and wide for even more of a challenge. But hips are back, belly button pulled up into the spine. And what I don't want is your back all rounded and then pulling up from this position. Pull those shoulders back, push that butt back, drive those elbows up and back. You should feel the mid-back contract when those elbows come up. In 3, 2, squats. 2 dumbbells, you can hold on to 1 dumbbell goblet style. You can go body weight if you need to. All right, you ready? Grab a seat, stand tall. So find that focal point for the eyes again. Tighten up that core. Push those hips back. Push the floor away with those feet, squeezing that butt on the way up. You got it, guys. Start with 2 dumbbells, drop down to 1. Finish body weight, whatever works to get you through the 40 seconds. 10 seconds left on that clock. We're gonna go back to your one-arm snatches. So we're gonna need 1 dumbbell. In 3, 2. Grab water whenever you need it. Pick a side, left or right. Squat it down. Zip up that coat. Punch your ceiling. Staying all on the one side. Eyes are up, don't look at your feet. Keep that dumbbell super close to the body. And again, we're using that momentum of getting out of the squat to get your weight overhead. 15 seconds, guys. 1 more side. Remember, we gotta keep the same weight from left to right. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice work, shake it out. Same thing other side. If you need to go up in weight, you gotta wait for round 3. All right, 2 seconds. Squat it down. Zip up that coat. Get that bicep to ear. Hold it for about a second at the top. And then reset that weight. We have our man makers coming up next. We're gonna need 2 dumbbells. For the push-up part of the man maker, you can always drop down to the knees. Same with the renegade row. Always have that option of dropping to the knees. 10 seconds left here. We're gonna grab 2 weights. In 4, 3, 2. So when you come down, right, feel free to drop to the knees for that push-up. Row, row, then come onto the feet. All right, weights come down, jump or step the feet back. 1 push-up, 1 row. Row, jump those feet in, eyes up. Get your weight overhead, rinse and repeat. Take your time, guys. Don't worry about your speed. There's a lot of working pieces and I'd rather you go slow and under control than race through it. 10 seconds left on the clock. And then we're on the floor. 1 dumbbell, double crunch for those abs. Hit the deck. Now you can do this double crunch body weight. You don't have to add you do not have to add weight if you don't want. Here we go. Tuck those knees in, bring that weight to your ankles, and release. Tuck it in. Driving that belly button into the floor. Hold that crunch for about a second, then release. Focus on those abs. What are they doing? Can you feel them contracting? You gotta make them work, guys. 10 seconds left on that clock. Tricep kickbacks. We need one dumbbell, and you can use your chair if you want. 3, 2, come on up. One dumbbell. Pick a side, left or right. And like I said, you can use that chair if you want a little extra upper body support. Knees are soft, hips back, glue that arm back and forth. The shoulder does not move. It is locked into place. Our elbow is like a pendulum, moving the weight back and forth. Abs are nice and tight to support the lower back. Knees are soft, hips are back. And my back is in a nice flat or neutral position, so I'm not all hunched over. Push the butt out, pull the shoulder back, and off you go. 5 seconds, guys. We got one more side to do, and then we're back to our swings. Good. Swings are next, dumbbell or kettlebell. Soften those knees, push that butt out. Glue that arm to the rib, and then kick it back and forth. Keep your abs nice and tight to support that back, or remember, use that chair for a little extra support. Don't let that shoulder move. Take your time. 15 seconds left on that clock. We'll find your dumbbell, kettlebell, whatever you're using. The last 10. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Good work, guys. All right, find your weight for your swings. We got 3 seconds left on that clock. Knees are soft, push the hips back, chest is up. Pike pass, swing through. You're basically doing a high-speed deadlift. So your arms are just along for the ride. You want to push those hips back. And then as you squeeze those quads and glutes to stand up, that momentum is going to move the weight out in front. Eyes are up, don't look at your feet. 10 seconds left, guys. And then we're going to grab a seat on your chair for your overhead press. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice. All right, guys, find your chair, 2 dumbbells. Can you go a bit heavier on round 2? What do you think? Shoulders back, abs are tight, palms are out. Here we go, all the way up. Nice big full range of motion. Bring the dumbbells to the shoulders. Get those biceps to ear. Abs are tight. I'm not leaning back. Sitting up nice and tall on the end of the chair. Alternate left and right if you need to. Drop it down to a lighter weight. 15 seconds, and we got 1 round left, starting with the rows. That's it, guys. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, last round, bent over rows. See if you can challenge yourself a little bit more with your weight on this last round. Knees are soft, hips are back. We're gonna drive those elbows up and back. Narrow, twisting, or wide, you choose. Chest out, shoulder blades together. You should feel that mid-back contract as those elbows come up. Abs are nice and tight. Support that lower back, guys. Come on, 15 seconds. Last round, final push. 10 seconds. Grab a quick drink if you need to. Squats are next. In 5, 4, 3, 2. You got it. Squats are next. 2 dumbbells. Shoulders down and back. Grab a seat. Stand tall. Push those hips back like you want to sit on your heels. Push the floor away with those feet. Squeezing that butt on the way up, keeping your abs nice and tight. Nice work. See if you can get a little deeper on this last round. Now that you guys are really nice and warm, see if you can get a little bit deeper. 10 seconds, guys. Last time with that 1 arm snatch. So we're gonna need 1 dumbbell. And you're gonna pick a side, left or right. In 4, 3, 2. Woo. All right, can you go up in weight on this one too? As long as you can control the weight, if you can challenge yourself. Here we go, grab a seat, zip up that coat, punch that ceiling. Eyes are up, guys, don't look down at your feet. Keep that weight close to the body. Get that bicep to ear. Hold it for about a second at the top before bringing the weight back down and resetting. Good. 1 nice fluid motion, floor to ceiling. 10 seconds left. 1 more side. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice job, guys. Switch hands. Keep the weight the same from left to right. Here we go. Grab a seat. Clean it up. Not clean. Snatch. You guys knew what I meant. Push those hips back. Keep your abs tight. Eyes up. Get that bicep to ear. Hold it for a second. Then reset. Good. Come on. We got those man makers next. Last time. 10 seconds. We're gonna need to find 2 dumbbells. In 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, guys, 2 weights. Last time. Jumper step the feet back. 1 push up. Row, row. Bring the weight overhead. Let's do it. Last time, guys. Remember, you can drop to the knees for the push-up and the row. Make it work for you with good form, good technique. Make sure before you stand up with those weights, hips are back, eyes are up. You want a nice, good, solid posture. 10 seconds, guys. Can you get another 2 reps in? We have that double crunch coming up next, with or without a weight. Oh, so close. So close. All right. Ease up. Come into your ball and release. Drive that belly button into the floor. Use those abs to lift the shoulders. Tuck those knees in. Hold for a second. Then release. You got it, guys. Tricep kickbacks are coming up next. We'll need 1 dumbbell. You can use your chair if you need it. Less than 10 seconds. That's all I can see on my timer. There it is. Come on up, guys. Pick a side, left or right. 1 weight. We're gonna do those kickbacks again. So soften those knees. Push the hips back. Glue the arm to the ribs. Lock that shoulder into place. And remember, think of your elbow as a pendulum. Watch that your back doesn't start to round and shoulders start to drop. Keep everything pulled back. Drop to a lighter weight if you need to. 15 seconds, 1 more side to do. And then there's only 2 moves left. Last 10. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice work. work. Same thing on the other side, guys. And then we're gonna find your dumbbell or kettlebell for your two-handed swings. So soften the knees, hips are back. Glue that arm to the ribs. And kick that arm back and forth. Keeping your belly button pulled up into the spine, shoulders down and back. Watch your posture. Keeping that nice flat or neutral spine. Nice work, guys. We have 15 seconds left. 2 more moves, starting with that swing. Last 10. In 5, 4, 3, 2. You got it. All right, find your dumbbell or kettlebell. Weight is in front. Push those hips back, chest is up. Height pass, swing through. Remember, high speed deadlift. So we're pushing those hips back. We're not bending through the knees. The knees are soft, but we're not squatting. Abs are nice and tight. Arms are along for the ride, and eyes are up. Do not look down at the floor or your feet. 15 seconds. We finish with our seated overhead press, and then we'll get you guys all stretched out. That's it. 4, 3, 2. Park it. All right, guys, find your chair. Grab a seat for me. Sitting on the edge of the chair, shoulders down and back, palms are out. Getting those biceps to ear. Watch your posture. You're not leaning back into the chair. You're gonna find that you're gonna use your abs a lot more when you're seated versus standing to hold this nice tall posture. If you need to alternate to make it easier, go for it. We've only got 15 seconds left. We're gonna grab some water and stretch it out. In 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, done and done, guys. Grab some water. Meet me down on the floor. We're gonna pull those knees in, give them a nice big hug. Take some nice big deep breaths. Rock it out if that helps you get into your back a little bit better. And then arms are gonna come out to the side, drop the knees left or right. You can hold it here or extend the top leg if you need a deeper stretch through the hip and the lower back. Switching sides whenever you're ready, drop those knees. Extend that top leg if you need a deeper stretch. Doing your best to keep that opposite arm down on the floor. Coming back to center, one leg up. Grabbing above or below the knee or the toe. The goal is to get the leg straight first. And then if you need to go deeper, extend the opposite leg. And then switching sides. Whenever you're ready, no rush. Grabbing above or below the knee or the toe. Leg gets straight first. And then extend the opposite leg if you need a deeper stretch. Figure 4 for the hips, so we're gonna cross an ankle over the knee. You can either push that knee away with a hand or grab onto the uncrossed leg and pull in if you need a deeper stretch in the hip. And then just switching sides whenever you're ready. Either push that knee away or grab onto the uncrossed leg and pull in. We're gonna rock and roll, sit all the way up, legs straight out in front for me. Reaching for those ankles, shoelaces, toes, whatever works. Just getting another stretch into the hamstrings, calves, and the lower back. And then bringing the soles of the feet together, grabbing onto those ankles. You can push those knees down with the elbows if you want to go deeper. And then bring one leg out, cross the leg over, Give that knee a nice big hug, and then twist to look behind you. And then same thing on the other side. Twist to look behind you. Coming on to your hands and knees, we're gonna flex the feet. I want you to push your hips up towards the ceiling, heels into the floor for a calf stretch. Getting your head between the shoulders. And then walk your feet towards the hands, hang like a rag doll. And I want you to push those shoulder blades apart for a mid-back stretch. Slowly start to stand it up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Bringing those shoulders down and back. We're gonna interlace those hands and open up through the chest. So chest out, shoulders down. We're gonna bring one arm across. Nice stretch from around the back of the shoulder. And then just switching sides whenever you're ready. Give yourself a nice big old pat on the back. Push those elbows back for a tricep stretch. Same thing on the other side. We'll finish with your quads. So if you need to hold on to something for balance, find a wall or a chair, but glue those knees together. Push the hip forward. And then switching sides whenever you're ready. Knees together, hips forward. And then you guys are done. Way to go, guys. Job well done. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'm going to see you guys in the next class.